what an inequality is. Usually work with equations, which tell you things that are equal. Inequalities, Kelsey, tell you things that aren't equal. So we have the inequality signs, which I'm sure you've done before. What's this sign? This is the greater than sign. This is the less than sign. What do we call this one? Anybody? Michael?
Is greater than or equal to?
Or equal to. And this one is the less than or equal to. We've done this before, haven't we? What? You've never had greater than signs?
Or that line.
The equal to sign? Oh, okay. Wow, you will be smarter today than you were when you got here. Okay. When you have an inequality, it looks like this. X is greater than 4. Okay. X is greater than 4. If I asked you to give me a possible answer for that, give me a number greater than 4. Jacob, you would say 1,000. Peter would say 7. Evan would say 5. Okay, since there is a multitude of answers, when we do this, we show our answers using a number line. Okay? We show this graphically by using a number line. It's a pretty simple little thing here. It just looks like this. Here's my number line. Here are my numbers. Let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on this way. So on this way. Okay? What were the possible answers we said? Anything that is bigger than 4, right? Somebody said 5, somebody said 7, somebody said 1,000. Could I have 4.5? Is 4.5 bigger than 4? Is 4 1/8 bigger than 4? Is 4.01 bigger than 4? Okay. How do I show that? Well, here's the deal. Okay. Since it starts at 4 but it doesn't equal 4, we put an open circle. Okay. And then we color in the side that we have that our answers fall on. Make a nice dark blue there. This shows, that open circle shows that it starts at 4 but doesn't include 4. And then this arrow goes over all the possible answers that go on forever in that direction. Okay, if it would have looked like this, if it was x was greater than or equal to 4, it would be the same exact graph except at the number 4, if it's an equal sign, it is a closed circle because that says, yes, it starts at 4 and includes 4. And it goes forever this way. For those of you that struggle a little bit with the greater than or less than signs, please note, see this thing here? See this little V greater than sign? Same thing on my arrow. It points the same direction. Okay. If it was a less than 1, let's say x is less than or equal to -2. Here, by the way, is the bare minimum I need to see. You need to draw a line. Put a -2 dash there. Okay. Is it going to be an open circle or a closed circle? It can be equal. Is it open or closed? Closed. Equal is closed. Not equal is open. And then in what direction is my line going to shoot off? All the numbers that are less than -2 fall on this side. So this is the bare minimum. You need to have whatever number this is right here, the dot and the arrow going one direction, and a little line over there. No, just give me. Some people start to get lazy and just throw all sorts of goofy stuff there. That's it. Now that's not the whole problem yet because they're going to give you something that's a little more difficult, like for example this. sometimes you are going to have to solve these things, which means you get this. 2x is greater than 4. They are solved just like equations. Just like equations, what do I have to do there? How do I get rid of the 2 in front of the x? 2 times x, so to get rid of the 2, I divide by 2. I divide by 2, so x is greater than 2. Here, it's an open circle or a closed circle at 2? Open, because there's no equal sign. Which way does the line go? This way, because it's all numbers greater than 2. Now even one a little more difficult. 3x plus 1 is less than or equal to 7. Okay, if this were an equation, how would I solve that? What would I do first? Jacob?
You would subtract the 1.
Subtract 1.
Subtract 7 by 1.
Correct, so now I'm left with 3x is less than or equal to 6. And then, like it seems always, the last step, Jacob, is?
To divide by 3.
Divide by both sides by 3, so x is less than or equal to 2. I've got it solved, and then I need to graph it. At 2, is it going to be an open circle or a closed circle? Well, which way is it going to shoot off in? To the left. Remember? This is the arrow point. X is less than. It's going this way. Any thoughts on that? Unfortunately, there is a few other things we have to go over before we become the great Gatsby. Oh, maybe not. Sure, why not? Now, put this down in your notes. Special things to consider. Know this. You are not, for right now, you're not allowed to have the x on the right side. Okay? It's not like equations where it doesn't matter whether you put the x on the left side or the right side. The variable must, M-U-S-T, be on the left. Exclamation point. Okay? Never will you read this as 4 is greater than x. We always want the x to be greater, or x to be first. And here's the deal with that. Okay? In normal equations with equal signs, you can flip-flop, it doesn't matter. With inequalities, it does matter. I can flip-flop the x and the 4, but if I flip-flop the x and the 4, the sign has to get flip-flopped as well. Because it's a little like thinking about it this way. Remember back in whatever grade school, they always said the alligator is eating the bigger thing? Okay? Well, it doesn't matter on what side the number's on, the alligator is still going to eat the bigger thing. So if these things traded places, the alligator is going to still like the 4 more. Okay? The x is still going to be smaller, the 4 is still going to be bigger, x is smaller, 4 is bigger. So you have to switch the sign if you're going to switch those things. Isn't that exciting? It goes this way. 4 is greater than x, which means x must be less than 4. Give me -1. Perfect. All right, for tomorrow.